Dingus and Dongus.
Hey, Michael.
Episode 34.
Joker Killer Smile by Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino.
Out on DC.
Yeah. Well, first, I want to say I really enjoy the Jeff Lemire and Sorrentino team because they've been doing this book called Gideon Falls horror series out on Image, I think. Fucking amazing. But back on topic, I really enjoyed this book.
I did too. The main thing I disliked about it is the same thing I disliked about Wonder Woman, is because it's their black label. Mm-hmm. The size of it is a little bit wider than a normal comic book page.
Yeah.
And if I read it digitally, every time I go to a new page, I have to zoom out just slightly. How dare you make me take 2 seconds to pinch my fingers and open them so I can see the full page.
How dare you inconvenience me?
But no, it's a good book. Mm-hmm. And it starts out as a fun mystery. And then it goes from fun mystery into fucking downward spiral of madness. And that was
La La
fun.
Land.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I really enjoy the art. I like the way the panels are laid out, all the different styles that Sorrentino did.
Yeah.
It's so the main character for Killer Smile is this, I guess, psychiatrist or psychologist treating the Joker, essentially. And
where have we heard that before?
And they fall in love.
And pigtails happen.
Yes. But yeah, as you know, his as the therapist's mind deteriorates due to the exposure, his time spent with the Joker. The panels started getting more fragmented looking.
Right.
And I think that's a really cool way to show that visually.
Well, and then on top of that, or to add to that, a lot of violent contact points were little tiny red panels where the punch landed on the face.
Right.
And it wasn't. It was a misshapen rectangle or square.
Right. It's not perfectly aligned or square butting up
with other panels. Yeah.
And on that note, the colorist is fucking great.
Yep.
I think well, there goes my thought.
Well, it's great because it looks good, but also it shows diversity in style because within the book they have the Storytime book.
Oh yeah.
And the little cartoon TV show, which is a completely different art style. Mm-hmm. So in the same book,
Mr. Smile and Mr. Pouts.
Yes, I was about to. That was one of the things I wanted to bring up. I love that Batman was called Mr. Pouts in the little story,
and he kind of looked like a pig.
Yeah.
A little bat pig.
Little bat pig that pouts a lot.
I think the main story was only about, wasn't it 3 issues?
3 issues. 3
so
books.
It's pretty short. And did you read the extra little thing at the end?
I did.
Okay, yeah. There's another, I guess, a one-shot called Smile Killer. It's more focused on Batman instead of, this interaction with Joker and the therapist.
And it's Bizarro World Batman.
Yeah. It's very similar to what Lemire did with Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's, the main character, hero, Moon Knight was Mark Spector. Here's Batman, Bruce Wayne, stuck in a psychiatric facility, and the people around him are people that he knows in real life. Gordon became the psychiatrist that's been treating him for years and years. And it's a similar concept where Batman is made to believe that, his entire life is basically a lie.
Well, yes. It's just, I don't know if that's necessarily the case or that he's mentally ill.
Yeah.
And his life wasn't a lie. He was just crazy pants.
Yeah. You don't know.
Yeah.
That's was a very similar thing with what Lemire did with Moon Knight.
Right.
Where it just kind of keeps you guessing, except this is a one-shot, and I kind of want it to keep going and see where it goes.
Well, do you think it could go much farther?
I don't know. I'm just curious.
It just seemed... I felt like I got what I needed out of it.
Yeah.
Like, unless he breaks out and actually acts out Batman instances, but if he's doing these vigilante Batman save the world shit in his head, he thinks he's doing the right thing. Maybe he's actually killing innocent people. That might be a cool story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So...
There's a lot of different places Lemire could take that concept.
I don't think it needs to, though.
No?
I think this served it well enough. He killed his parents, or his dad. His
Or
mom
at least
survived.
he is made to believe that.
I like to think it happened.
Yeah.
I think this is like a takeaway from all the Batman canon we know, because it is in the Black Label, right? And he's in the loony bin, and he created this other Batman persona and vigilante justice or whatever to cope with him murdering his father because he got brainwashed by a TV show. Maybe that's a little too literal, but it makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's possible. Lemire leaves it pretty open-ended.
Right.
But overall, I think it's worth a read. The art's great and the story's fun.
And I was interested to see that the Joker's character style wasn't too disfigured or like grotesque.
Right.
It was pretty human.
Yeah, he just kind of pasty looking.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah. Not a weird pointed nose or chin and huge smile.
Right. Nothing too exaggerated about his features.
Yep.
Which, works pretty well in the context of the story where he's playing a friend to this psychiatrist and acting as if he's helping him out.
I thought it was a pretty stark... Well, he kind of is.
Yeah,
he's helping him in the sense that he's showing him the reality.
Or at least his version.
Reality.
Yeah.
It's like, no, your wife left you and took your kid. Mm-hmm. You've been talking to no one. So it helps like that, I suppose.
Yeah. I like how they do the time jumps too, because the way I read it, there's a lot of time jumps. Because I was when he was interacting with his family towards the beginning, I read it as that was actually happening, and then when he left to go to Arkham, I read that as a time jump.
No, I did not.
No?
I read him talking with his family like that as him being a loony.
Okay.
Because later on in the book, it shows like a page of him going through those motions again, but in an empty house with no one there. And he's saying like some of the same shit in the panels.
Yeah.
So
I guess I don't remember that part.
Fair. I don't remember a lot of things.
No.
The album is Possessed by Evil. By Evil. Out in 2021 on Nuclear War Now Productions.
It's a fun album.
Yeah. It is what I have... It sounds like your stereotypical Japanese black and thrash.
Yeah.
Your Abigail, your Sabbath, whatever.
Yeah, I when I first listened to it, it's like, I don't know, say it. It sounds Japanese.
It is. Well,
Yeah.
like, it is.
It's like, yeah, this sounds like a Japanese band made this music.
Yep.
And it sounds great.
Yeah. I fucking loved the obnoxiousness of the drums and as soon as you press play, those drums are just obnoxious, and I loved it. It's just like ting, 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 thud, 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 thud. It's like, hell yeah.
Now, so is Black and Thrash is the only thing that makes Black and Thrash just raspy, harsh vocals over thrash riffs?
I guess. I think. And
really,
then some double bass here and
yeah,
there,
because musically is like, this just sounds like thrash, really, for the most part.
Right.
There's very, very little black metal
Yeah,
that I could even hear.
A lot of like bluesy riffs.
Yeah.
Too. So,
Yeah.
like
But-
rock and roll.
Yeah, especially with the solos.
Yeah.
There's moments that remind me of, Motorhead.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
It's funny. So there was a period in my life where I was balls to the wall. Like black/thrash was what I wanted to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And I still like it a lot. This was a fun album. Like, it was rock and roll, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's party music.
Right.
But now if I want to listen to that, I just listen to early Sodom.
Yeah.
Like, that is a little bit more like, I would say earlier Sodom leans more to black metal than this does. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying it is black metal, just that's closer than this was.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if I talked about this before, but like this band, listening to this album, like I feel like I probably never will listen to this particular album again, but if the band is playing, I will definitely go.
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That just sounds fun.
Yeah,
Like, the
right?
crowd's going to love it,
Mhm.
and I'm going to see some solos, and it'll be great.
Right. Like for me, there's like, there's albums that I listen to, and then like, and sometimes albums I listen to, I will go see the band. But then there are albums that I don't listen to, but I'll still go see the band
Right.
because I know it's gonna be a fucking fun time.
Right. Yeah.
Is there like any particular ones that like you could think of?
No. I listen, well, a little less so now. When I was going into the office, I would listen to 8 hours of music a day, basically.
Yeah.
Now at home, I get maybe 1 or 2 albums in
Yeah.
on average. So an album I wouldn't necessarily listen to, but I'd go see the whatever live.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No.
I mean, if I feel like listening, I was trying to think, it was like maybe there's like 90s country
Yeah.
that I would go see live, but I think it'd be the inverse for me. I would hate to go see a 90s country concert at some fucking amphitheater with douches in the crowd.
Right.
And just let me sit at home and listen to this horrible pop country in my room. That's a better experience for me. So I
Right.
think it's kind of the inverse.
I guess I could say that about like a lot of bigger bands in general. Mostly because as I get older, I'm less willing to be in like tight crowds.
Fair.
So like, yeah, I'll listen to Metallica. I'll probably never go see Metallica ever again.
Yeah, I don't think I ever will either. There are very few bands I'll go to bigger shows to anymore,
Yeah.
I think. Especially amphitheater shows.
I mean, one, cost.
Right. Well, I mean, not even then.
Yeah.
Because you can get a ticket for $30,
Oh yeah, long
which
seat.
is just
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah.
But I just prefer club shows now.
Yeah.
And my quote-unquote bigger shows might be theaters.
Yeah.
Like a Tabernacle or a Buckhead, where Wasp was playing, for
Right.
example. Just the bigger ones aren't as fun.
No,
The
it's
sound is usually worse.
right.
And then there's, I don't know. We're
It's-
grumpy old men now.
Yeah, it's just I don't need to see that many people all at once.
Yeah, no. If it's not Priest or Maiden, I'm probably not going to go to one of those shows.
Mhm.
And even if it is Maiden, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen them a couple. No, I'll go. I'll go. Never mind. It's fucking Priest or Maiden.
And then of course there are exceptions like certain fests.
Right. Right.
But yeah, for the most part, it's like, I'm just over being crowded.
Right. Well, take for example, Evil.
Mhm.
This band would be way more fun at the fucking Earl than they would be at a pop-up stage in a parking lot.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, so, give me the Earl show.
Yeah,
Every time. Same ticket price, I don't care. $30 for each, still go to the smaller club.
hell yeah.
I would rather not pay $30 for that, but this would be a fun time live.
Yeah.
So, I have loose plans to go to Japan in a couple years.
Yeah.
I should see if they're doing any like local shows.
You should book them a few shows in Japan.
I should. It's like, look, I'm coming over and I want to see y'all perform. Let me book a show for you.
Right.
So when I come, I can see you.
I wonder how that. Oh, I mean, I'm sure that happens all the time. Like person from a different country book shows at a different country, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It seems like, well, I don't know. I don't know anything about book shows. I'm gonna shut up.
Well, I've been researching promoters and venues in Japan.
Yeah.
Just so I have a point of contact, so I can go, hey, I'm gonna be here in this time. What shows are happening?
Right.
You know, because the websites I've seen for Japanese shows, most of it's not in English, so it's hard for me to. But Google Translate gets me close enough.
Right.
But they have like a weird listing, and I don't understand it.
What do you mean?
I can't tell you. You'd have to look it up sometime.
Weird listing?
Like show listings for websites.
Oh.
It's how for us,
Yeah.
it's like Wednesday, July 27th, 2022. Band is playing at this venue. And then dates after that.
Right.
That's not the case there.
Do the dates just get shuffled around?
Well, the dates have the 27 in there, and that's it. And then it's a weird. Maybe it's just the couple websites I've seen.
Yeah.
And they have horrible website designers. I don't know. Point is, there's a promotion group that I keep in contact with and message occasionally, and they have been slowly telling me what to quote unquote look out for.
No.
And usually it's like I don't know what they're called, like a prefecture in and around Tokyo, whatever that name is, extreme, and then a number. And they usually don't list the bands. You just go.
Here's a metal show, go.
So I assume it's just local.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to fucking find out, though. And it's going to be great, because I won't care. Zero responsibilities. Like, let's go to a show. Give me some beer. And it'll be great. I don't care what it is. It's an experience.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, what the show culture in Japan is.
Yeah. I wanted, because I really only know our show culture.
Right.
So.
And really, I've been to a couple other, I've been to Fest, Maryland Death Fest, and, a couple other shows around the country, but most of my experience is just here in Georgia.
Yeah. Well, and fests are a different experience, too.
Yeah.
Versus shows.
Right.
So, I'm going to follow Evil now and see if I can find a show of theirs in Japan.
Hell yeah.
And go.
That's well, I'm assuming you're booking a vacation around it.
Yes.
But it'd be kind of funny if you went just for that show. You catch a red eye.
Just to see that show.
Yeah.
And then come back.
Is it what's the flight time?
I think it's 13 hours.
13 hours?
And they do have a direct flight from here to Tokyo.
From Atlanta to Tokyo?
Yeah.
No shit.
That's pretty awesome. Because when I was looking years back, you had to do here to LA.
Yeah.
Then over. I was like, holy shit. Because that's when I booked Psy, they came directly over.
Fuck.
From Tokyo to Atlanta.
Fuck yeah.
And that rules.
Dude, yeah, no. Because I remember, traveling to Taiwan to visit family and stuff, but I've always had to stop off at San Francisco and,
Dick around.
Yeah, dick around or rush.
Oh.
Sprint to the next terminal.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Put me on a fucking plane for half a day and let me watch all the Marvel movies in order and get really sore knees and then stand awkwardly by the bathroom and waddle so I can stretch.
And eat bad food.
Yeah. I had good food on my flight to Istanbul. Turkish Air had delightful food. We should probably stop talking about not evil. Possessed by evil.
How do we bring it back from Turkish airline to.
Good food. Also, Japan has good food.
Uh-huh.
In Japan, there's a band called Evil. I would like to see them.
Hell yeah. Good job.
Pat, 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 pat.
Mission accomplished.
Dingus and Dongus.
Demarco.